Hi, everyone, and welcome to StudioJake. I, of course, am your host, Jacob Airy. Thank you so much for joining me on my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture, from celebrity news to film to television, anime, and so much more. I have a really fun topic. Before I get into it, like this video, share it out, leave me a comment, and of course, subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs, so every single click of that button helps me, especially since I'm over 840. So please help me. I would really appreciate it. All right, diving into the topic. The two gifts that keep on giving, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They are the celebrity power couple who like to travel the world, in fancy jets, on yachts, hanging out with their celebrity friends to wine. They did that infamous privacy tour where they were just begging people to leave them alone, and then Meghan Markle starts a podcast. Prince Harry writes a book. They go through all these interviews where they blame everyone else but themselves for their problems. And quite frankly, Meghan Markle, she's a D-list actor from here in America. Prince Harry is, the spare, or as I like to, that's what he calls himself. He's the spare royal. If should anything happen to his brother and his children, Harry would assume the throne. So if I were them, I would bring taste testers back to Buckingham Palace should Prince Harry ever move back in. But anyway, it's a really funny journey that they've been on where they were traveling the world and they were saying, we just want privacy. And then they said, we never said we wanted privacy. And then, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they do that big thing in Africa where they're trying to raise awareness about stuff that's going on in Africa. And someone asked her how she's doing, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you. It's all about me." It's like, oh my gosh. And of course, she made Kate Middleton cry, but then, or excuse me, yeah, this is Kate Middleton, right? Yeah, the future queen. She made her cry, but then she said, "No, Kate made me cry." It's all of this non-stop freaking drama between between Harry, his family, and quite frankly, the rest of the world. Now, I'm not going to rehash my feelings about the royal family. I've made that abundantly clear in other videos, but I did think this story was really funny. So it's not just their own family that is sort of rejecting them, but also apparently they're supposedly friends with President Joe Biden of the United States and Vice President Kamala Harris. And I'm if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I don't care for President Biden at all. I don't care for Vice President Kamala Harris. But I've got to say, this made me, for once, Biden made me proud to be an American. And it's this story here. This is from page 6. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle asked to use Air Force One after Queen's funeral, but got denied. I love it so much. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle tried to hitch a ride back to America on Air Force One after Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, but were quickly rebuffed. Sources told the Daily Mail Wednesday that it was an immediate no from the White House, adding that the request was a non-starter. Now, I'm using air quotes because in their article, it would have caused such a commotion. It would have strained relations with the palace of the new king, another source added, referring to King Charles III. The White House and a spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex did not reply for comment. The Bidens had used the presidential aircraft to attend the late Queen's funeral and were also in attendance at a reception for world leaders and foreign royals thrown by King Charles ahead of the service on September 19th, 2022. Oh my gosh. Harry and Markle had been invited to the reception and then were unceremoniously uninvited after being told it was for working royals only. Ouch. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex had coincidentally been in the UK last September to take part in charity engagements when they received the news that the Queen's health was failing fast. He made it to Scotland to mourn her death, but hours after his family had arrived together by plane. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. So this is hilarious because Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have done nothing but parrot the talking points of the radical left, which of course President Biden represents, right? He's pushing all of these radical reforms. He's hurt the economy probably more than any other president in his lifetimes, and that's including Republicans and Democrats. And you would think that the president would get any sort of support, any way to show his support. But Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have fallen so out of favor, not just with the general population of two continents, but also just with the people who are supposed to be their allies. They have been nothing but on an unsufferable wine fest since Prince Harry decided to, abandon his royal duties. It is so amazing to me. I mean, apparently, even, I previously reported on Spotify ending their deal with Meghan Markle, but apparently there's even rumors that Netflix is on the outs with them. They did that again, another wine fest documentary where it's them, roasting the royal family the whole time, whining about the press. And again, if you watch me or follow me on any social media, I can't stand the media. I think the corporate press has become corrupt, here in the United States especially, but also in Europe. Europe, the press is even worse. The press there has been bad probably since the 90s, maybe even the 80s. Now, press corruption has always existed, but I do think it's funny that Harry and Meghan, they've burned so many bridges that they can't. The media typically would be their allies, right? The two of them are ultra progressive in their politics. They say all the right things and do all the right things. They go to all the right charities, give money to all the right organizations. But no, the media remains turned on them. Same with the media here in the States. There's before the media, and one of the reasons they came to the United States was the United States media was all glowing. I mean, Netflix is an American company, right? That's why they made their documentary series with them and not, say, the BBC, or BritBox, whatever the streaming service in England is. But that's why they came to America. But they're even starting to sour in the eyes of Americans. They've just made one too many missteps. They've made one too many bad statements. They've done one too many bad publicity stunts. Everyone used to say all publicity is good publicity. That's not true. When it comes to the social media age, that has changed, and I've talked about that before. I did a video specifically about marketing since I'm in that sphere, and probably the only place left they have to go is Canada. Justin Trudeau apparently fawns over them every time they come in. Now, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, he is a wimp and a simp, so I would not be surprised if he would take them. Supposedly there's rumors that Harry wants to make amends with his father and his brother, that he's trying to reach through back channels to try to reconnect with them. But honestly, I don't see how that is. I mean, and I know that there's some bad blood between him and his father, specifically because his father, cheated on his mother, Princess Diana, and I can see why there's bad blood there. But I think he's realizing, at least in part, how that lifestyle of the fast and hard life that Meghan Markle is used to of a celebrity, where you can say and do outlandish things, the media will still praise you, and no matter what you do, just because you're a woke checkbox, you say, like I said, you say the right things, you give out the right talking points. But even people are getting tired of Meghan Markle and her hustle, as it were. People are realizing what a social climber she is, and boy, she climbed to the top with this one. The second heir, or now I guess third, fourth, fifth, I don't know where he is, but Harry was possibly going to be an heir to the British throne, and that's not the case anymore. So she's got she had a chance to do something, even if she remained an insufferable, progressive. At least she had a chance, but instead she single-handedly alienated her husband from his family. They thought they would use that as a grift in the United States, and they failed. So yeah, Canada is the last place for them to go, and if they go to Canada, sorry Canada, no tech backseas A. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think it's hilarious that Joe Biden wouldn't let them ride on Air Force One. Do you find that comical, or what do you think about it? You know, whatever the case may be, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But I have a feeling that, you know, if you've noticed, they were in the news a lot, but they're starting to fade away, and nothing would give me more pleasure than to see them fade away permanently. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to Studio Jake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.